Hello YouTube family, welcome back to another video. As you guys can already see from the title, that's right, we just passed our second 50k evaluation with Apex, so I'm officially funded now 100k. So now we're looking to get these profits and then hopefully keep growing our account. And let's get straight into it. So today we've got this beautiful trade. I also wanted to talk about you guys with something that I have been noticing. Now that I'm trading futures, I'm trading Nasdaq. You guys know these are the markets of the United States. Everything that happens in the United States reflects in these markets, which also means that sometimes I have some really bias just fundamentally, right? Just like, for example, today I was looking for shorts, even though the trade that I took to pass the evaluation was a buy, right? As you guys can see here. So we tap into this point of interest over here, which is another block. So this was around 6 in the morning. This was around 6 in the morning. By the time we broke this first high, which was on the first minute, I always go on the 1 minute, right? I'm not looking at this on the 5 minutes, although looking on the 5 minutes it's really helpful, but I'm really stalking these markets on the 1 minute because sometimes things happen really fast, and on the 5 minutes you don't see things happening as fast. So sorry about that, my internet. So yeah, so as you guys can see here, we basically took out this liquidity over here inside the order block, which is what we always look for. Then we broke this high, we also broke this high, which is the main high, right? This was the midterm high. So we broke this high. So the moment we broke this high, I was already looking for entries. I already had my Fibonacci here. You guys already know the whole thing. By now, you guys have my whole strategy. You can literally copy my whole strategy for free if you just watch my videos, because I give a lot of sausage. Like I said, I leave a lot of nuggets, like I always say, right? So I was expecting a retracement here. Price never came. But when price starts running away from me, what I do, I go up in time frames, because now I'm not on the 1 minute anymore. Now I'm stalking this market over here. I'm waiting for some kind of retracement. So the moment it starts retracing, the moment I start seeing this, I know this is a retracement. So my Fibonacci now goes here. I know that there's a bottom over here. So this is a point of liquidity that if we want to keep going up, it would be really nice for us to grab this liquidity, right? Think about it. We generate liquidity, we grab that liquidity. Why do we do that? Because if we want to buy, we need people selling, and these people that are selling, it's not that they want to sell, they want to buy. Everyone's buying here, but they have stop losses. Stop losses are sell orders. So we want to get this liquidity over here before we go up. And in fact, you can see how price came, took out this liquidity, and then just started going. Just so you guys know, there's another block over here, which is another point of interest, right? So the markets are fractal. Order block, which is a point of interest. Some people like to look at fair value gaps as point of interest. I like to go for order blocks. Order blocks, points of liquidity. We wait for a sweep, and then we wait for another order block to be created. So order block inside order block. It's all fractal. Everything is fractal, guys. This is not, the markets just reflect the universe itself. The universe is fractal. Everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen. This is not random. There's an algorithm running this, right? So we tap into this order block. We do the same thing. We sweep the low, we make a new high. Now this will be a confirmation within a confirmation. I do not do that. I know there's a lot of people that trade this way, but you know what? There's a lot of strategies. There's a lot of ways to make money in these markets. So I was in a buy entry over here, and I remember I was even sending an audio to my friend. I was like, man, I'm in this buy opportunity here, but I'm not very confident about this. The reason why I'm not very confident about this, because you guys know the markets are all bearish. So I really wanted to get a short, but you know what? The opportunity was presented. We did take this. So the trade that I actually took was only up until here. I closed out all my position at -12. I'm actually gonna go to my trade of 8, because I do the analysis on another pair because I just like it better. Okay, so you guys can see my execution here, right? You guys can see my execution here. So this was the order block. I took a scalp over here. If you guys go on my shorts, you guys gonna see that I got really emotional for some reason. I just got my 50k funded account and I'm already doing emotional mistakes. I don't know why. For some reason I looked at this. There was a 1 minute order block here. I actually know what happened. There was a 1 minute order block here. I saw this little rejection over here, and then I sold this because I wanted to sell all the way down here. Like, it was completely emotional, like a gambler mindset. Sometimes you get out of your head as well, and that happens. I just got my funded account. I want to make money, but this is something I need to work on. This is something that is definitely not going to happen again, because it only needs to happen once, right? I got a loss of 76. You guys can check that out on my shorts. And then this was the buy opportunity, right? So when this happened, we swept this low, we made a new high. I was already looking to enter over here. Now, I enter on the 69% retracement. I did not enter on the order block, which I could have, but if you guys go back on my videos, I spoke on this video that I do not enter on order blocks again anymore, just because sometimes it leaves me out. I now rather enter on the 69% retracement. So that's what I did. I got in on the 69% retracement, and then I got out literally here. As soon as we hit this target, that's what I got out. Now here I was given a sell opportunity over here. Here I was given a sell opportunity, right? So we swept this high and then we made a new low. So I was looking to sell here. I did sell here actually. So I sold here on the 69% retracement. Price kinda pretended like you wanted to go, but it didn't go. But they actually wanted to go up, and this is also something that I wanted to talk with you guys, just because, man, the markets, everything that happens, it's pre-planned, it's manipulating. Nothing happens by chance, and you guys are going to see that now, because you can see live. This is something like, people talk about, oh, technical analysis doesn't work. My man, technical analysis does work, and I have seen this happening in first person, because they want to plan something, but you can see it in the markets that they are up to something, right? You can see before the move happens, you already can see that they are up to something. Shit is freezing again. Okay, so sorry about that. I had a little trouble with my internet. So as you guys can see here, we are on the 5 minutes, right? Everything happened on the 5 minutes. The little manipulation here happened on the 5 minutes. But when we zoom out a little, we can understand the master plan that's happening here, because for the past, since Monday, this started on Monday, right? They created this high, then on Tuesday they created this other high, this is a perfect double top. You guys know this. This is a perfect point of liquidity. This is a really strong point of liquidity, right? There's liquidity standing here, there's more liquidity standing here. So since Monday, they wanted to buy this market, and then today, somehow, randomly, Trump leaks some news about tariffs, randomly, and then the market just goes up crazy. Like, we're talking about like 300, 400 points here in one day. And guys, I did not catch this. You guys can see I closed out my position here. Like, if I did come here, that would have been a 1 to 10, but let's not even think about that, right? So this was all pre-planned. Since Monday, they knew that they were going to buy this, and they were cooking this buy the whole morning. Like, this whole movement. So they first bought really heavy, so people can start buying. They took out this liquidity, which is manipulated this low. They made a new high, so there's more people selling here. Then there's more people selling here, which inclusive me. I was selling right here. I literally gave up the position of buying because I wanted to sell. I was very bearish. And then at around 6 p.m. somehow there's some leakage of tariffs that pumps the markets. Like, they were cooking up this for the whole day. This is actually insane. Like, everything is manipulated. And I don't even know if Trump knows it in person, but I think I know for sure the insiders, right? There's people that know, there's people that are near him that know that he is going to do X thing. So they know that they're going to buy. But before they buy, before they pour all this money into the markets, they need to create forms of liquidity. So they make people sell here, there's liquidity here, they make people sell here, there's more liquidity here. Then they make people sell here, there's more liquidity here, then create more liquidity here, they create more sales here because they want to buy. They want to buy. So they make everyone sell. I sold. I bought here because I understood that this was a manipulation. But I was bearish. So was everyone else. Everyone was selling. They wanted to buy. Everything is pre-planned. So if you are looking into learn technical analysis, man, do this. This is a skill. This is a valuable skill. This is a really valuable skill because before they want to do something, they let you know. You can understand what is happening, right? So I could have had this. I could have held this all the way. I could have taken both trades. I did not do that, right? I gave up all this trade, but I could have kept on this buy and then also take a sell, right? I could have done that. I didn't do it. I'm still a noob. I'm still learning how to actually stay consistent in these markets. Like I'm profitable, but I need to learn consistency. You can see from today how I took a trade that I was not supposed to take, right? I'm still a kid, but this is a skill that you grow with yourself, just like anything else in life. You can see from my hair, I actually got my purple belt today. Jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu purple belt. And then one day, I'm right now I think I'm blue belt in the markets. Someday I'm gonna become black belt in the markets and I'm gonna make a lot of money. That's for sure. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Keep up the work. Thanks again for the support. I love you guys and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.